to Unpopular Opinions and my thoughts on electric bikes. Welcome to another episode of Everything Bothers Me. I'm your host, comedian Danny Johnson. Unpopular opinion, you're not handicapped. You just park there. I think we should be able to use handicap spots even if you're not handicapped. But there's a timer. Here's the catch. Because we've all been through parking lots where there's a slew of blue spots open and you got to park way out yonder and heaven forbid get your steps in. We should be able to use it. And we put a timer on our car and it's 5 minutes. And you can see the timer ticking down. You know, so whether you just ran in for a cup of coffee or a dentist appointment or you're visiting your grandmother, whatever, there's a timer. I also think, because we've all had this thought, you see somebody get out of a car that's parked in a handicap spot, they look pretty fit, right? But society says, no, you can't question these people. You're not allowed to question them. I think you should be able to, not in an accusatory way, in more of an inquisitive, like, hey, what's your disability? I'm sure that's not a violation of someone's personal. Because you seem pretty physically fit. And they go, oh, I have PTSD. And I say, oh, thank you for your service. Where did you serve? San Diego. The war of San Diego was very rough, I would imagine. But yeah, we should be able to have a timer on the handicap spots, and anybody can use it, and we should be able to question you. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem, right? Unpopular opinion. I turned off my Amber Alert on my phone. My bad, person. You know you did it too. I think a lot of people have done it. And it's sad. It makes me question whether I'm a good person or not. Because the first time you ever get the Amber Alert, you're like, this is so terrible. Little Kimberly's missing. But what am I supposed to do with that? 2,800 miles away. Look out my front blinds. Oh, no, I can't. She's not there. So I turned it off. I think a lot of us turned it off. You won't admit it, but you did. So are we bad people? Electric bike users are not following any set of rules out there whatsoever. These things go 30, 40 miles an hour, and they're zipping around. Teenagers, young adults, people my age. Electric bikes, like we're not fat enough as a nation that we can't even have regular bicycles anymore. We have to have electric bicycles. We are turning into a society of escalators and moving sidewalks. You get off the electric bike, you pedal like we used to. You leave your shoes untied so the shoelace gets wrapped up in the pedal and you have no choice but to fall over because you can't. Yeah, that's how you learn about life. You ride a bike, you hit a curb, you hit a pothole, you go up and up, but no electric bikes, no more. We're not doing that. We're too fat as a nation. Get a real bike. That's all for Everything Bothers Me. I'm your host, comedian Danny Johnson. Like, subscribe, share, tag, all the things that I'm supposed to say that I don't like saying because I think it's like begging for people to take action. But it's called a CTA. Got to do a CTA at the end, Danny. We're not going to help you with your content if you don't do the CTA at the end. Got to do it. Everything Bothers Me. Until next week.